Hey, what's up, guys? We are back with some more Carolina Panthers news. On Saturday, the 21st of August, Sam Darnold will make his preseason debut with the Carolina Panthers. Sam Darnold has had a great training camp. He's looked very smooth, very comfortable, and he's looking like he can really turn things around with the Panthers. Matt Rule says that he will only see probably a drive or two, as well as the rest of the starters. It's not going to be just Sam Darnold. It says the starters will probably only play one or two drives against the Ravens. But yeah, I'm really excited to see it. I know a lot of other Panthers fans are also excited to see Sam Darnold debut. I think it's going to be really exciting to watch. In other news, defensive end Brian Burns, he had a shoulder injury towards the end of practice today. He did have to put on kind of like a sling, but his brother, I believe his name is Stanley, his brother informed everybody that Brian Burns is okay, nothing serious, not expected to miss any time, so he's good there. In terms of DJ Moore, it sounds like he's just been dealing with some tightness in his back. Apparently, DJ wanted to actually continue practicing today. He felt tough enough. Felt like he could tough it out and keep practicing. Matt Rule wanted him to shut it down so he could prevent further injuries. I think this is a good thing so that he doesn't re-aggravate any injuries or, miss any regular season time. Or really, I don't think he's going to miss the game on Saturday either. I think he's going to be able to play for the drive or two. So, I would expect all of our offensive starters to be able to play. Is my expectation. But yeah, I don't think we have any really nagging offensive injuries for starters, so shouldn't be really, any big deal there. But yeah, should be interesting. Let's see. What else did we hear from training camp today? Defense dominated really well against the Ravens today. Defense had, I believe, 5 interceptions. I know rookie defensive tackle, Davion Nixon, had 2 interceptions today, one of which was a pick 6. It was batted away by Frankie Louvu, and Davion caught it and ran it back for a pick 6. And then I know Shaq Thompson had an interception. I don't remember the context of that one. But yeah, he had an interception. And then Kenny Robinson, literally the very next play, Kenny Robinson had an interception. And then, yes, the 5th one was Dante Jackson catching a really good sideline interception. So defense was just very dominant today. Pass rush looked good. Run defense looked much better. Our guys seem to really, really be clicking out there. Denzel Perriman still didn't practice to, full extent yet today. I want to say he was in a green jersey, which is a limited jersey. So I think he participated in individual drills, but still isn't back out there at 100% yet. I wouldn't expect him to play on Saturday. If I remember correctly, I think Matt Rule said he's only, a couple weeks out. So hopefully he'll be ready by our week 1 debut against the Jets, who unfortunately lost their star pass rusher Shaq Lawson today. He tore his Achilles in practice and was carted off the field today, and yeah, that's unfortunately a season-ending injury for him. So, very big loss there for the Jets. You never really want to wish injury on anyone. However, that does make the Week 1 game against them a little bit easier. Because let's be honest here, it was going to be a little bit of a tougher game with Shaq Lawson. Not Shaq Lawson, Carl Lawson. Sorry, I said the wrong name. Carl Lawson. He's been balling out in Jets training camp, and with our struggling left tackle position, not really knowing who it is, I think it should be Taylor Moton with Brady Christensen on the right side. But whatever. But with our left tackle position really struggling and kind of up in the air, I think Carl Lawson really would have caused some damage. So definitely, definitely helps us. But still, you never really want to see an injury like that. But yeah, with how much our defense was balling out today, I'm excited to see how we do against Zach Wilson on the 12th. I think it's going to be a really good game. I think we end up winning it. I really do. Let's see. We're going to give people a few more minutes to come in the chat. Nobody coming in yet. But yeah, I'm really excited for this preseason game. Even though Matt Rule is saying it's only going to be, a couple drives for the starters, I think it should at least give us a solid foundation to see where we're at as a team. I'm expecting big strides for this team from last year. I think we're a much better defense. I think our offense will click a lot better. And I hear the main thing is Sam Darnold has apparently been really good in the red zone in practices. It sounds like he's been good there in joint practices with the Colts, as well as with the Ravens, as well as against us. So sounds like he's, putting the ball in a good spot. Doesn't sound like there's been too many overthrows, underthrows, or just bad throws in general. So Sam Darnold, he's looked solid so far. I'm really excited with how he's doing, with the direction he's going. So, yeah, I'm excited to see his debut. I really am. I think he... I don't think we should expect anything too crazy since it is only a drive or two. I also wouldn't expect the coaches to completely open up the full playbook in that game because, most coaches never really fully open the playbook during preseason. It's just, it never happens. So, that's kind of a general thing that you really just shouldn't expect. So, but yeah. Let's see, what other What other Panthers news have we had lately? Robbie Anderson was a non-participant today. Still dealing with the same injury. I want to say it was a right leg injury. I'm not sure if he's expected to miss time against the Ravens or if he's expecting to play. Doesn't sound like it's going to be bad enough that he's going to miss regular season time. Sounds like he should be back before then. But by the sounds of it, I don't think he's going to play against the Ravens. I really don't. He might be the only offensive starter we're missing at that point. Yeah. I'm also not completely sure if the Ravens plan to play their starters. I think because they didn't play any of their starters preseason week 1. They may have actually played J.K. Dobbins a little bit, only a few carries, but I don't think they played him much. So yeah, I don't know. Sorry about that. Let me actually look into it and see if anything has come out if the Ravens plan to play their starters. Let's see. Yeah, nothing has really come out about the Ravens starters yet. So I don't know if we should expect starters yet. Let's see. Let me see if I can find like a Ravens fan page on Instagram. See if anybody knows. Sorry guys, I am, for those of you just coming in right now, I'm looking to see if the Ravens will be playing their starters on Saturday against us. I'm not finding anything yet, so there's a possible chance that it's going to be our starters the first couple drives against their backups. But, again, I'm not seeing anything official coming out yet, so we'll have to stay tuned for that one. But, yeah, guys, I cannot explain how excited I am to see Sam Darnold's preseason debut. Matt Rule has really talked him up a lot, and I mean a lot, this offseason with training camp. He seems to be a complete Sam Darnold fanboy, if I'm being honest. It sounds like whenever the offense struggles, Matt Rule usually pins that more on, receivers, in their route running, offensive line not protecting well. Says that Sam Darnold has, been doing really well, doing everything he's told. And again, from the sounds of it, it sounds like he's been surgical in the red zone, which is something we really struggled with last year. Teddy Bridgewater really struggled getting us into the end zone last year, and we had to settle for a lot of field goals. We would crawl down the field and just would completely die out in the red zone. I get a lot of that has to do with not having Christian McCaffrey most of the season. He is really helpful in the red zone, but yeah, it sounds like Sam Darnold is looking very, very good in the red zone offense. So I think there's a lot to look forward to. But I think that's about all I have for Panthers news today. Stay tuned. I'm thinking, guys, let me know what you think. I'm thinking about possibly doing a live play-by-play live stream on Saturday during the game. Let me know if you guys would be possibly interested in that. But I will go ahead and head out, and I'll see you next time. Later.